This article says Presidency must return to the South. The Pandef Merit Lawan says Presidency must return to the South. The Pan-Niger Delta Forum has condemned the anti-restructuring comments made by the Senate President Ahmad Lawan. It said the Senate President's dismissal of the position taken by 17 southern state governors across party lines was reprehensible. The group also insisted, in line with the principle of equity and fairness, the presidency must return to southern Nigeria after the president, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, completes his second term in office in 2023. Pandef said the prospect of the South producing the next president of the country was not negotiable. This was contained in a 14-point communique issued after a virtual meeting held on Monday. The document, which was signed by the national leader and national chairman of PANDEF, Chief Edwin Clark, and Senator Emmanuel Essien, was made public on Tuesday. The communique said PANDEF maintains emphatically that the presidency must rotate to the South in 2023 at the end of the President Muhammadu Buhari's 2 tenures of 8 years. It is non-negotiable a Southerner must succeed President Buhari. Whether the Southerner would come from the South-South, Southeast, or Southwest is a different matter entirely. He reiterated the call on the National Assembly to accelerate the amendment of the Electoral Act with the inclusion of provisions for electronic voting before the 2023 general election to guarantee free, fair, and credible elections that any otherwise would be unacceptable. The PANDEF also strongly condemned the irrational comments of the Senate President, Senate Ahmad Lawan, and the provocative expressions of some northern elements against the decisions of the southern governors in restructuring of the country and the banning of open grazing. Deployed the worsening security situation in the country with expanding activities of Boko Haram, audacious raids and kidnapping of innocent students by bandits, heartless activities of Fulani herders, and the recent spate of attacks on the police, and called on the federal government to live up to its constitutional responsibility of protecting lives and property of the citizens. The body also restated its position on the restructuring of the country and insisted that Nigeria cannot continue in the present flawed trajectory, that restructuring is now not only a vital necessity but has become expedient for the survival of Nigeria. The Pan-Niger Delta Forum has condemned the anti-restructuring comments made by the Senate President Ahmad Lawan. He said the Senate President's dismissal of the position taken by 17 southern state governors across party lines was reprehensible. The group also insisted, in line with the principle of equity and fairness, the presidency must return to southern Nigeria after the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, completes his second tenure in office in 2023. Well, Pandey said the prospect of the South producing the next president of the country is not negotiable. This was contained in the 14-point communique issued after a virtual meeting held on Monday. The document, which was signed by the national leader and national chairman of PANDEF, Chief Edwin Clark, and Senator Emmanuel Essien, was made public on Tuesday. The communique said PANDEF maintains emphatically that the presidency must rotate to the South in 2023 at the end of President Muhammadu Buhari's 2 tenures of 8 years. It is non-negotiable a Southerner must succeed President Muhammadu Buhari. Whether the Southerner will come from the South-South, South-East, or Southwest is a different matter entirely. He reiterated the call on the National Assembly to accelerate the amendment of the Electoral Act with the inclusion of provision for electronic voting before the 2023 general election to guarantee free, fair, and credible elections that any otherwise would be unacceptable. The PANDEP also strongly condemned the irrational comments of the Senate President, Senator Ahmad Lawan, and the provocative expressions of some northern elements against the decision of the southern governors on restructuring of the country and the banning of open grazing. Deployed the worsening security situation in the country with expanding activities of Boko Haram, audacious raids, and kidnapping of innocent students by bandits, heartless activities of Fulani herders and the recent spate of attacks on the police, and called on the federal government to live up to its constitutional responsibility of protecting lives and properties of the citizens. The body also restated its position on the restructuring of the country and insisted that Nigeria cannot continue in the present flawed trajectory. That restructuring is now not only a vital necessity but has become expedient and compulsory for the survival of Nigeria. If Nigeria wants to survive, we need to restructure. But the northern allies that are, that are against the opinion that they shouldn't have banned open grazing, or they should have sent their Fulani counterparts, away from the south. What these southern governors meant is that open grazing is being banned. They didn't send any Fulani away from their, town or from the community. The only thing is just that they ask them to, register under government. They ban open grazing. They can still, graze their cow or breed their cows or rear their cows if they can get a ranch, get a land, a piece of land or lease. Better still. You understand? It's a private business, not a governmental business. So they should know what they are doing, because as a private owner, it's not the federal government that is funding your business for you. So the northern governor does not have any right over the decision of the southern governors, because it is their state. So everybody should mind their state. According to Umar Ganduje, governor of Kano State, said there is enough land for herders in Kano. He invited them, he welcomed them with open hands to come back to Kano. He is going to give them land. Yes, it's a good idea. You should give them land, because we're in the modern day. Open grazing shouldn't even occur at all, let alone should be an option. It's not even an option, because we have grown past that. And we come to think of it, the cow business is not for government, it's a private entity. So you are supposed to register either under government or have your registration certificate under Corporate Affairs Commission. But all these Fulani, they misbehave a lot, because they believe immunity covers them, because they have their own person on the throne. Buhari is incompetent. I could hear that it is even incoherent and has dementia. And what that simply means is that Buhari has lost his memory, that he does not even remember anything any longer. So is that the kind of president we want? No, we don't want such president. Well, I will leave it to you, your comments, and don't forget to share this news so that others can be aware.